You need to wait outside, like a nobody. Minutes later, I fired the entire leadership team.
The lobby was already busy when she walked in. People in suits moved quickly between meetings, phones ringing, quiet conversations happening in every corner. She stepped through the glass doors with calm confidence, dressed simply but professionally. Yet the moment she approached the reception desk, something felt different. A woman behind the desk glanced up and frowned slightly. "Can I help you?" she asked in a tone that sounded more dismissive than welcoming. "I'm here for the executive meeting," the woman replied politely. The receptionist looked her up and down, clearly judging her. "Executives are already inside. If you're here for an interview or delivery, you'll have to wait outside." Several employees nearby glanced over, curious about the exchange. "I believe there's been a misunderstanding," the woman said calmly. But before she could finish, a manager walking past overheard the conversation. He stopped, crossed his arms, and said loudly, "Look, we're about to start an important leadership meeting. We don't have time for this. Please wait outside." The room grew quiet. A few people pulled out their phones, sensing an awkward moment. The woman didn't raise her voice. She didn't argue. She simply looked at the manager and nodded slowly. "Are you sure you want me to wait outside?" she asked. "Yes," he said firmly. "You're not on the executive list." For a few seconds, she stood there silently. Then she reached into her bag and pulled out a small folder. Inside it was a badge. She calmly placed it on the reception desk. The receptionist's expression changed instantly. The badge didn't say visitor. It said Chief Executive Officer. Whispers spread through the lobby like wildfire. The manager's face drained of color as he realized what had just happened. The woman standing in front of them wasn't a random visitor. She was the new owner of the company. The board had finalized the acquisition just days earlier, and she had decided to visit headquarters quietly to observe how the leadership team treated people when they thought no one important was watching. And what she had just witnessed told her everything she needed to know. Within minutes, the executive meeting was called to order upstairs. But this time, the atmosphere was very different. The same leaders who had dismissed her now sat nervously around the long conference table. She walked in calmly, took the seat at the head of the table, and looked around the room. "I arrived early today," she said, her voice steady, "because I wanted to see how this company truly operates." No one spoke. "I watched how you treat people when you believe they have no power." The room was silent enough to hear a pin drop. Then she slid several documents across the table. "These are leadership restructuring notices." Confused executives opened the papers and read the first line. "Termination, effective immediately." Gasps filled the room. "You represent the culture of this company," she continued, "and today you showed me exactly what that culture is." One by one, security escorted the stunned leaders out of the building. Downstairs in the lobby, employees watched in disbelief as the leadership team walked past them, carrying boxes of their belongings. And standing calmly near the reception desk was the same woman they had seen earlier. But now everyone knew exactly who she was, and no one would ever underestimate her again.